the game prize round. Okay, so guys, if you want to start answering trivia questions, just line up along the side of the room. All right, so first question for you, sir. Who kills Bhaskaran, the Iron Blood Alchemist? Scar, let's find out if that's right. I'm sure we all. Guys, keep queuing up because we're going to have a bunch of questions in a row, then we're going to have a discussion moment, and then we're going to go back to this game. Yes, it is Scar. 10 Amestris dollars for a gentleman. All right, next question. What is the name of Mace Hughes' wife? Oh, yeah, take a seat or go back to the end of the line. Next person. What is the name of Mace Hughes' wife? Take a guess. If you don't have a guess, you can take a seat or you can go to the end of the line and try again. Sir, you sir. Next person.
This will be me.
No. All right, come on, Brock. I know you know.
Windu.
No.
Kana.
No.
I'm just guessing here.
Guys, if anyone wants to join the line, feel free to at any time.
Gracia?
Yes, you got it. Let's give him another 10.
This is gonna be handled.
Guys, if more people, as these questions come up, if it's something you know, get in line. If you already got one right and you want to try again, or wrong, you can try again. Group in line. So guys, join the line. Feel free to. Riza Hawkeye is related by blood.
I was at work yesterday.
Maybe you will kill.
All right, Riza Hawkeye is related by blood to which of the following characters? And you get 4 choices down there. So you figured the 4th person in line is going to get it right. Yes! As long as you pay attention.
Oh,
Yes, yes, that's a $20 question.
that was when they were explaining how she got the 200 pack.
Guys, if anyone else wants to try, get in line, and we'll keep the line going. We'll keep the line going. Sure, come on up here. What is Slicer's numerical designation? And there's 6 options, so. And this is actually an acquaintance of mine who's the first and only cosplay I've seen of Slicer. It's pretty legit. He actually used the Polish World War II helmet. So, yeah, he really put a lot of work into that. But, going back to the question, sir, do you have a guess?
Only got 1 in 6 chances.
You figured a 6th person's going to get it right, so as long as you pay it.
That's my time to.
48.
Yes, it is. We knew that too, of course. All right, this is a fun one. I like to do this one. The creators of Legend of Korra have admitted that Asami Sato's long, luxuriant locks were inspired by which FMA character?
Her name.
If anyone else has a guess or you think you have a guess, get in line and we'll do that. Lust. Let's find out. Yes, it is. Let's do 20 for that.
Wow, I actually never noticed that she looks like her wife.
What is the first name of the youngest Armstrong Sabakon?
I got you existing.
Oh, you're in the back line now, and then we'll keep the queue going. Guys, if you're new to the panel, grab a snack, grab 2 Amestris dollars. We're doing the trivia round right now, so if you want to try and answer questions, just get in line along the wall. And we are on you, Brock. What is the name of the youngest Armstrong? So let's do this one for 20.
Neil Armstrong.
Not quite, not quite. You, sir.
Oh, shoot. Hello. Barkowski.
I'm gonna go with Lucia.
No. You, sir. Okay, let's do a clue. It starts with the letter C.
No, I wasn't close. Yeah, I don't know.
No. Only C's or S's. Oh, we're gonna keep the line going. Yes, ma'am. Starts with the letter C.
Cynthia?
No. Ma'am, give a guess. Throw a name out.
I'm going back the line. Head out.
All right, Brock. Here we go again. No.
Clarence.
No.
CJ.
Sir, do you have a guess? Guys, if anyone else has a guess, feel free to get in line.
Catherine.
Yes. Yes. Let's use money for that. That was a tough one. All right. So we're gonna cover both. Okay, you guys can take a seat right now. We're gonna have we'll do a prize round.
Not that.
I'll go this way. Thank you.
No.
I didn't finish.
Guys, welcome to the office. Grab two snacks, grab two bills, have a seat. We just finished the first round of trivia, so we're gonna do some prizes now, and then we're gonna get into some of the more the film content and some of the other materials. So grab two and then grab a snack and have a seat.
You want snacks?
23 bucks.
Grab a snack, grab two bills. Do you need more? Azumi, do you need more bills up there?
I'm sorry.
What do you mean?
Grab a snack.
Exactly what they did.
All my
See you guys. Is that long time cosplay? That's nice. Guys, have a seat. Have a seat. Grab a snack. Hey, how are you doing, man? Good to see you. There's Edward, Corey. Good to see you again. All right, so we've just finished. If you haven't gotten a snack, grab one. We still have a few left. If you haven't gotten some Amestris dollars, grab one. We just finished our first round of trivia, so we're going to do some prize auctions. Did you use the money I passed you out yesterday, or did you pick up off the table, or did you want on trivia to bid for a prize? Let us get started with the first lot, which are these posters. So, two posters, right here, one Amestris dollar from anyone. You take these two home for $1. Okay, $1 over here.
Do you have change?
We do have change. $2. $2 over here. $3. 3 over here. 4. 4 in the back. 5. 5. Brock. 6. Do I hear 6? 6 all the way in the back. 7.
7.
7. Brock. 8. Do I have 8? 8 to the
Did I trade posters for it? K-pop posters.
Edward, come on in, grab a snack, grab some Amestris dollars. 8, we have 8 in the back, I believe, right?
Oh no, I was missing around.
Oh no, okay. All right, so we got 7 Brock. 8 to the gentleman in green. Do I have 9? 9 for 2 posters. 9. Okay, we'll do 8 to the gentleman in green going once. 8 going twice. 8 sold. Come on up here. Pay a good woman in general and grab your prize.
Yeah, I got posters.
Nice arm, really nice. Grab some Second item, we have Pokemon trading cards, unbroken bonds, 3 game cards, so I have $1. $1 for Pokemon trade. 2, 3, 3 for Brock. Do I have 4? 4. 5, 6. Do I have 6? 6 for Brock. 7. $7. 7 for Gentleman Black. Pokemon trading cards. 7 for the Gentleman Black going once, twice. 7 sold to the Gentleman Black. Frozen playing cards. Frozen playing cards. $1. 1 to head in the back.
My waifu there, so. Which one?
Do I have 2? 2 for Scar's waifu. 2. Wait, don't make it so. 2 for Vincent. 3. 3 in the back? Okay, 3 in the back. 4. Do I have 4 for Frozen playing cards? $4 for Frozen.
Card games like.
It's like a regular deck.
Like goldfish.
Yeah.
Goldfish. Like goldfish.
All right, so we had 4, I believe. 3. We had 3. Oh, 4 for Gentleman in Black. Do I have 5? 5 for Frozen playing cards. Okay, 4. 5. 5 to Vincent. 6. Do I have 6 for the Frozen playing cards? Okay, 5 to the Gentleman in the Vest going once. 6 to the lady. Do I have 7? 7 for the Frozen playing cards. Seven for the Frozen playing cards. 7 to Vincent.
Damn it.
Do I have 8 for the Frozen playing cards? Okay, 7.
Got Elsa, my wife.
Come on.
Come on.
All right, well, do 7.
Hyper rare.
7 going once for the Gentleman in the Vest. Twice for the Gentleman in the Vest. 3 times sold. Come and get it, sir.
That's all you did.
All right, everyone's favorite emo villain. Kylo Ren action figure. You can make him do whatever you want him to. Is he your wife also?
No.
No. Olivier? Possibly. He's very strong. All right, $3 for Kylo Ren. I have $4 for the Kylo Ren action figure. 4. $5 for Kylo Ren. $5 for Kylo Ren. All right, $4 to the Gentleman in Black. Going once. Twice to the Gentleman in Black. 3 sold. Come and get it, man. Alright. Okay, let's cover some more material and then we'll do some trivia games before doing another round of prizes. So, I want to cover everything this. We're covering the movie, history and philosophy, the major relationships, all the good stuff FMA related, even some of Arakawa's other works, and other applicable topics to our present day world. Briefly, I want to cover the movie. So, who has seen the live action movie?
Regrettably, yes.
All right. So, who liked it? Who disliked it?
You forced us to watch it last year.
Well, I am going to force you to watch it. So, okay, who liked it? Okay.
You're gonna see that
Who disliked it? Who disliked it? All right. And who thought it was so-so? We got some so-so. Okay, so we got a good mix. What I'm going to do for you guys here is play a brief scene, and we're going to do the good old compare and contrast and see which one's better, what we liked, what we didn't like. I thought, I didn't think it was great, but I reacted very favorably to it. Personally,
The effects were really good. They found a really good way to translate how to do from a cartoon to a live action with the alchemy. I thought that's what I liked.
the alchemy was good. I have some like issue with the army.
Was that it was too fast paced. They tried to film the whole movie.
Yeah, it needs to be like a series. It needs to be like an
It's a very hard thing to do.
entertainment.
But in any case, let me show you this clip. Actually, that's the live action cast. And we're going to do a quick comparison contrast here. So this is Hughes when he finds out the live action version.
Oh, there's the year, but not the whole year. That comes supposed to be for in high school. So you can find where the shit's going down.
初めまして。それともさようならの方がいいかしら。
Like how the knife was sticking out of her head.
It's very blatant that she was normal, she should be dead, right?
I like that they actually like same style knife, like almost perfect like to the cartoon. And the name that they gave him that in real life. It's just like little touches like that. Maybe like
Okay, so that was the live action version. Let's compare that to the anime. And of course, this is just a short scene that's no way indicative of the entirety of either film or series. But
human sacrifices, and the outright genocide of the Ishmaelan people. This means, how could this even happen? And who could have orchestrated something as terrible as this?
Those look like it.
Hello, Lieutenant Colonel. It's nice to meet you. Well, actually, hello is the word I'm looking for.
Fullmetal Alchemist. Fullmetal Alchemist.
that was not the movie. The movie sucks already.
Didn't have that.
Those are the last words. Would you rather scream?
Like Star was saying, that was almost spot on. So that particular moment was good.
Damn it.
The scene you're talking about?
yes.
Damn it. That's exactly how I feel.
Oh my, you're back again already. Who can see your body color this time? Lieutenant Colonel, you're bleeding.
It's nothing. I need a private line. I have to tell him. Sorry. Forget I was here.
What?
Blood all over the place. You're trying to blood everywhere.
I'm sorry, I'm not allowed to connect from an outside line.
You are speaking to Lieutenant Colonel Hughes. This is a matter of life and death.
Can I have your code, please?
What? Are you trying to waste time?
Yes.
It's Uncle, Sugar, Oliver, then 800.
Hey, they kept the code the same,
Your code is
right?
verified. Please hold while I connect you.
Will you hurry? It's an emergency!
I need to ask you to put down the receiver. Please, sir. Go on. Just hang it up.
You look just like... But you're not. Who the hell are you, lady?
I'm Second Lieutenant Ross, sir. You've lost too much blood.
Drop the act already. You're not Second Lieutenant Ross. She has a mole under her left eye.
You're observant. I can't believe I forgot. There, how do I look now?
This is not happening. Please tell me I'm hallucinating or something.
You really are a smart man, Lieutenant Colonel. Did you ever think that'd be the cause of your death?
Come on, have a heart, will ya? I've got a wife and daughter waiting for me. So the last thing I'm gonna do is die on them.
That's unfair. That's unfair.
What the hell are you?
There's a Lieutenant Colonel Hughes on hold for you. He claims it's urgent.
Of course he does. Put him through. Look, Hughes, I don't have time for daughter stories. Hey, Hughes. Hughes, you okay? Hughes!
You humans don't make any sense to me. You throw away your lives for nothing.
Gracie, I'm so sorry. Alicia. Remember, Daddy loves you. I'm sorry.
All right, thoughts, opinions. Which version handled the scene better? Differences. I know that the anime one was longer, obviously. Thoughts? Open the floor. Yes, sir.
Yeah, the moment when Royce showed up in the live action, though it was probably Indian disguise. And then it was Ross Syllabus in the anime series, and then Envy transformed into his wife, which he couldn't kill.
Yeah.
Because he loved her too much.
Yeah, they switched up the order, sure, definitely. They had the secretary scene in there. Any more thoughts? Yes, sir.
So the little photo that he dropped, instead of the baby being there, the lady was just pregnant in the real life.
Okay, there you go. Yeah. Good observation. Good observation. Yes, sir.
More motion.
More motion. Okay.
Especially that music.
Definitely. Okay. Any more thoughts? Okay. Well, I just want to touch on that briefly. Next time I'll talk about some of the relationships in the series. So that's obviously a good scene there. You know, and now, and I want to play this scene because this is the one where Al is questioning the reality of his existence.
So you would. Tailor your memories and personality to suit him best. I can implant those in the mind of the homunculus, giving birth to a Nina even more perfect.
Was I ever really human at all?
All done. Come on now, let's go have you take care of Al.
Yeah, but I have no idea what to say to him.
Just say sorry, you goof. A simple apology, it isn't hard to do. You've ranted for hours and you can't say 2 words.
Yeah, let's go. Listen, I'm sorry, and I'm gonna fix you right now.
I brought these parts from Risenwold. They should be enough.
Trust me, I'm not gonna give up on this yet, Al. We're gonna do this, but we'll do it the right way. And it'll be normal again, I'm sure.
Maybe you can go back to normal, brother, and I hope you do. But I'm not sure I ever can.
What are you talking about? Of course you can, Al. Here goes. How's that?
That's how you made me this way when you attached my soul to this armor in the first place, isn't it?
That's right.
Along with my memories. After all, memories are just information you can reference, like a cabinet of files. As skilled an alchemist as you are, you could have created any memories you wanted me to have.
Fake memories? Don't tell me that's what you're upset about.
Why shouldn't it be? A while back in Risenwold, there's something you wanted to tell me, but you couldn't. You said you were afraid of how I'd react. You remember that, don't you? I I can't remember parts of my past because they never happened. My memories and my soul are fake. Something you created. Isn't that what you wanted to say?
No, what Ed wanted to tell you was that...
Stop lying to me! I know what the truth is. The person named Alphonse Elric never existed at all.
That makes no sense. You and Ed have always been together. I knew you when you were a boy. My grandma did too. We're friends, Al. You can trust me.
Can I? Really? How can I believe anyone when there's no way to prove it? When I'm just a hollow shell. All three of you can be in on it together.
So, you've been sitting on those thoughts all this time. Is there anything else you're hiding that you want to say?
What about you, my so-called brother? Answer my question. Why won't you say anything? Unless it's true. Let go of me. What's the point of living this life?
You idiot!
Let go of me. Let go.
Ow! Stop!
I won't stay here.
Edward.
Alphonse,
Stay back.
hold on.
Just stay back. Keep away from me.
Please, Al! Ow! Wait!
Ed, no!
Now, I wanted to play that scene because it shows how close, how charged the relationship can be, but also because I want Al, this scene basically involves Al questioning the nature of his existence, and I have a quick response to that. Does anyone know cogito ergo sum? Yes, sir. I saw the hand go up. And what does that mean?
I think they are ISIS.
Bravo. Let's give this man 20 just because he knew that. Yes. By Rene Descartes. I exist, I am, yes. That's the general gist of it. Yes. Yes. So everything else might be an illusion, but we ourselves know that we exist. I might not really be here talking to all of you. You might not even be sitting in a full room. And for more on that, you should come to my panel yesterday on the Matrix. All right, now these are a few fun little questions I can throw out there. This one I've done a few times, and that is to say, who has the stronger relationship? The Winry-Ed relationship or the Roy-Riza relationship? Roy-Riza. How many think Roy-Riza and how many think Ed? Let's do Ed and Winry first.
Damn.
Ed and Winry?
I gotta think about it.
Raise your hands if you like the
Oh,
Ed and Winry.
Ed and Winry?
What was the question?
Okay, there's a few. Who has a stronger relationship? Ed and Winry or Roy and Riza? So let's do the Ed and Winry first. Hands up, please. Okay, so we got a couple. How many think that the Roy-Riza relationship is stronger? Okay, so, you know, that's been the general consensus the few times I've asked this question. Thoughts, opinions as to why? Obviously, the Roy relationship is much more mature. Yes, sir.
Risa keeps Roy Mustang in check.
Yes, yes. She's very much his conscience, yes.
Because reason why, because I remember one of the earlier episodes, Roy wanted to snap his fingers, but he couldn't snap his fingers because of the rain.
Yes. Well, there's also the very powerful scene where he's about to destroy Envy, and you know, Riza sticks a gun right to the back of his head. So there's that. Any more thoughts? Anyone in defense of Ed and Winry? Please. Yes, sir, in the back.
Equivalent exchange.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay, cool. Yeah, yes, sir. One more.
No, I think that Edward and Winry have a stronger relationship. I mean, think about it like this: Roy and I forgot the other
Risa.
Roy and Risa only knew each other because of military, like knowing each other because of the military. While Edward and Winry knew each other ever since they were children.
That's true. Remember, though, they did have a relationship because her father was his mentor as well. So there's a little
but they
bit
never
of
really knew
not
each other.
since childhood, yes.
Yeah, they never really knew each other. While Edward and Winry,
I got a rebuttal for that. And as someone who's been in the military, I can tell you that my friends that I served in combat with, they're closer to me than my own family is, because we shared some experiences you can't even imagine. So, while it's true that Ed and Winry have a very close relationship and they've been together for a long time, so have Risa and Hawkeye, and because they have share, been in combat together, that does.
It forms bonds. It forms bonds. Most definitely. I mean, like I know a lot of people were talking, not to digress too much, but even Lord of the Rings, the Frodo-Sam relationship. Tolkien was a soldier in World War I, so a lot of what he was putting into that was his brotherhood with his fellow soldiers. One more question as far as relationships goes. This has always been a fan favorite. All right. all right. And this question has two parts. We all know the scene towards the end where Olivier comes to the throne of the Fuhrer. She takes a long, hard look at it and says, if Mustang can have it, he can have it. If he wants it, he can have it. So this is a two-part question. First of all, if she didn't let him have it, if she chose to fight him over it, which one of them would have been more successful over the other? Which one of them would have won and become Fuhrer? And part two of the question is, who would have been a better Fuhrer, having won that position? So the first question is, who would win? Who would become the Fuhrer if she chose to challenge him for that? So how many people think Roy, and how many people think Olivier? So let's do Roy first. Roy? All right, we got a couple. Olivier. No, you think she can do better than me? Maybe. She may.
Sorry, right there.
All right, and then the second part, of course, is who would make a better Fuhrer?
Roy.
So let's go Roy.
Roy.
Okay, let's do Olivier. Okay, so that was pretty close. So as to who would win, we have a balance in favor of Olivier. As to who would be Fuhrer, it's pretty close this time. Usually what I get is more often Olivier would win, more often, or let's say majority, Roy would be a better Fuhrer. So ideas, opinions. Why would Olivier win? Why would Roy win? Yes, sir.
Olivia will win because she has that strong mindset. She could have had taken over as Fuhrer, but she rejected it because she didn't want to end up dead. And I still remember that scene too.
Or I remember the scene where she actually first faced the Fuhrer after killing Raven, and to explain herself, and she basically told him that Raven couldn't keep his mouth shut, so she took care of that problem for him, and I thought that was pretty cool. Anyone for Roy? Roy, yes, sir.
Roy will find some weakness in her and use it for against her totally.
Okay, yeah.
That will be totally Roy's point.
He is a strategist.
He will
absolutely.
only go fight her a couple of times and say, this is your weakness, down. That's it.
Very true, very true. He is a strategist. Very good one. Anyone else? Any more thoughts, opinions? Okay, oh, yes, ma'am.
I say she because she's best waifu.
Right over here. Right over here. All right. Now, who would make a better Fuhrer and why? So, Roy or Olivier? Yes, sir.
Because
Who was Roy?
Yeah,
Okay.
Roy, because he was trying to fix the relations with Ishval. He was trying to fix everything that happened in
Roy's
Ishval.
a lot more compassionate.
He's much more
Yeah.
compassionate. There is that scene where they're doing their coup,
Yeah.
and he's like, he won't kill anyone. So he does have that restraint, which, again, may or may not give an advantage fighting Olivier directly, but who can say? More thoughts. Anyone for Olivier? Why should be a better Fuhrer? Or Fuhrer is?
She will be better Führer because she have a more reality view of the world. Most times
Yes.
he's dreaming too much.
He's too idealistic.
He don't understand we are talking about humans.
Yeah.
So earlier or later will be a corrosion he will not be able to handle. She, on the other hand, she know the real world how it works and how to use it in the advantage for a better game. That will be the reason why she will be a better user.
Nice answer. Any thoughts, rebuttals? That's a good. Okay. All right. So you have an interesting perspective, sir. It's the opposite of what most people usually say, but I like it. All right. All right. So I've blathered for long enough. Let us play another round of trivia. So if you want to answer a trivia question, I know we're kind of full up there. Let's line up. Let's do along here. So what's going to happen is I have a series of trivia questions. We're going to go down the line until someone gets it right. If you get it wrong, you can sit down or you can go back to the end of the line and queue up again. If you're sitting down and you think you know the answer, just come on, get in line, and we'll just keep it going. All right.
Make sure y'all ain't blocking the cam.
Get up there. I'll go with you. One time. Do it. Come on, walk it. Go. Know the show. It's fine.
I'll be here.
All right, so everyone who wants to answer a question, please get in line.
I can't even read the book.
And if we are ready, all right, sir. Now there's only 4 here, so you figure the 4th person's going to get it right. Which homunculus was not featured? Guys, quiet. Which homunculus was not featured in the live-action Fullmetal Alchemist movie?
Greed.
Okay, yes. Let's give him 10. Another question. From the live action movie, who kills Dr. Marco in the live action version of Fullmetal Alchemist?
Oh, it was Scar.
Scar wasn't in it.
They said
That's one of the great
they showed
shows.
it. They showed it like a few minutes ago.
I don't think anyone knows.
Nope.
And we're not gonna walk around.
I don't even know where the line
Can I make
is.
a guess?
No, we gotta keep the line moving. So whoever's next, come on up.
Oh,
If you don't know, just go to the back, and then we'll see who's coming up. So none of you guys.
Oh my- is that the back?
Are you the line?
Where's the line?
oh my God.
Guys, keep the line moving up here. So you can only answer the question if you're standing here. Yeah.
So this is all the way down.
So come on up
I
here.
gotta guess right.
All right. You sir, what is it?
Envy.
It is not envy. Remember, this is a live action version of Fullmetal Alchemist, the live action movie. Who kills Dr. Marco? He doesn't die in the anime, remember?
Lust.
Les kills him, yes. Let's give him 20.
I didn't watch the full thing.
What is Chester's rank? What is her rank?
I actually know.
Bright-eyed young.
She has a rank.
Private, yeah. Let's do 22. Let's do
Wait.
20.
Is that a trick question? She was removed?
No, she did private. She was ranked private.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she got hired.
All right. Oh gosh, this is a good one. Let's make this 30. Let's make this
I can't
30.
read what
Let's
this
make this 30. If you know this,
Yeah.
this one's worth 30. Who is she and what is her name? Starts with a letter P.
Panina.
It's weird pronouncing.
Close.
Damn it.
We'll give her 10 partial credit, and you can try again. Ma'am, do you know? Give her 10. Give her 10. Ed, come on, get 10. Wait, ma'am, do you know? Brock, do you know? No, ma'am. I guess. Sir, I guess. Who is she?
Panita, or something like that.
Okay, Jeff, sir.
Panini or something like that. Starts with a P. I remember
That
that.
would be the clue. No, not quite.
No?
Sir, do you know? She is an obscure character.
So what? Which one is the question again?
What is her name? What is her name? She was only in like 2 episodes. She stole Ed's watch.
Yeah, I'm in the back. I was
All right. Let's do this. Does anyone know? Raise your hand. We'll do this for 20. We'll do it for 20.
20?
I want to say it's Petra.
No. You're thinking you're SNK.
I can't see.
Okay, can we get the hint that, does it start with a P?
It starts with
Yeah, I
a P.
know.
Okay.
I
It's
remember it
got
starts with a P.
It's got an irregular vowel.
Ponglio, I don't know.
Puppy.
It's got an irregular vowel that everyone's leaving out.
I remember her backstory.
Yeah, I love the character, just can't remember her name.
Patricia?
No.
I don't know. I'm just guessing.
All right, we'll see. It's Panina.
I said Panini.
Yeah, I know.
I knew it rhymed with the Spanish.
Okay, next question. Get in line. Who's in front line? We'll continue this in the front
Right
line.
here.
I was wrong.
You're up? You're up? Or should
Oh, I don't know either.
What does those words say?
What city pictured here is Rosemary? There are 2 acceptable answers based on the translation. Yeah, come on, bring the line up. Bring the line up. There are 2
What
acceptable
city
answers
pictured
based
here?
on translation. So we'll accept both. We will do 20 for both.
It's not New York.
Lior's one, so you get 20. Lior. There is another translation. You can get it, sir. Let's see. Lior's one, and then she got it. There is another translation pronunciation we can accept.
There's another translation for that.
Right, I didn't know that either. It's like, wait.
Does anyone know what it is? Anyone along? Real. So you can spell it with R, R-I-O-L-E or L-I-O-R. All right. You start up next. What is the first
Oh my
name
gosh, I don't remember this.
Sumi's husband?
I'm not gonna try.
Guys, get in line. Get in line if you know. Get in line. What is he? Let's do 30 for this one. 'Cause this is, I think this is a good one. Guys, come on, bring the line up here.
Wait,
Fred.
is it LinkedIn count?
Well, get in line. We'll
I
see.
don't know.
Okay, keep bringing it up. First name.
Curtis?
That's his last name. That's his last name.
Go ahead, go for it.
Sig, yes.
Damn it.
Sig. Okay, that's our round of trivia. We're going to do surprises now, and then we're going to get some more information.
I got robbed.
Have a seat, guys. Have a seat. We are going to do some auction. Everything. Just pick 5%.
3 pins. One is I love Yaoi, and then it is Mikasa, and life is better with anime.
I bid the whole bank.
Right? Alright, do I have $1? $1. $1, do I have $2? $2. $4 here, do I have $5? $5, do I have $6 for all 3 pins? All 3 pins, $6. $6 going once.
That's 7.
7, do I have 8? 8, do I have 9? 9 for all 3 pins.
9.
9, do I have 10? 10, going once, going twice. Sold to the man in the black. Come up here
Just
and
wants
get
that
your price.
Yahweh. I understand. How dare you try to cheat me?
Next, we have a mystery envelope. We do not know what is in here. Do I
Are they
have
Pokemon cards as well?
$1? $4. Do I have $5? $5 in the go in the blacks. $6?
$10.
10. 14. 14. Do we have 15?
15 for the mystery envelope.
20!
20 for the mystery envelope.
20. Do we have 21?
21 for the mystery envelope.
20 going once, going twice. Sold. Come on up and get your mystery
They
prize.
better be Pokemon cards.
Well, no, we're gonna make an exception. You gotta open this one in front of everyone.
Oh, I don't like this. He's gonna say I love Yaoi or something.
That's wrong how?
I got wrong. Yeah, I cut my nails.
Sword, use a sword. What is it?
I'm scared.
There's more. Oh, there's a.
Get someone's rich now.
Wow. Totally worth it.
A pet rock.
Next we have pet rock
Do they
set.
still make those? They still make those.
I thought it was $1. I was like, so
Like a bat like in the 70s.
Alright,
Pet rock.
$1.
$1 for the pet rock. Mr. Turtle.
It's a lot of responsibility.
pet
Pet
rock. $1?
rock for $1. $1 for pet rock.
Do you hear 2?
$2 for pet rock.
$2. Do you have 3? Do I have 3? Do I have 4? 4 for the pet rock. 4. Do you have 5? $5. Do you have $6? For this beautiful pet rock, $6.
It's a turtle. It matters.
Do you have $7? $7. Do you have $8? $8.
$9 for pet rock.
9.
Or $8.
Going once. Going twice. 9. Do you have 10? 10. 9. Going once. Going twice. So please come up and get your
I have my beautiful son. I'm named Jefferson.
glow stick bracelets.
Need them tonight.
You will need them tonight. Do you have $1? Do you have 2? $4. Do you have $5? $7. Do you have $8?
$14.
$14. Do I have $15?
Glow sticks.
$15. 14. Going once. Going twice. Sold. Please come up and get your
Fight that lady.
No, that was it.
3 body lotions.
3 body lotions, $1.
Are you trying to tell us something?
$1.
You're gonna need it by the 3rd day. So
It's actually really good quality.
3 body lotions, $1.
$1.
3 body
Here's
lotions.
$2.
2 in the back.
Hotel room.
2, 3.
3.
3 over here.
3. Do you have 4? 5. 5 in the back. Do you have 6? 6. 5. Going once. Going twice. Sold. It's come out.
He knows the benefit of lotion.
No, that's good. That's good. We'll keep that one for later. Everyone's favorite video game that some guy just
All right.
spent millions on.
Fortnite cards.
Fortnite trading cards. $1. $1 for Fortnite trading cards. $1 over here. $2 for
$4.
$4. No, you have it for one.
$5. Anyone? $4. Going once. Going twice. Sold.
I didn't even know Fortnite had
It's
cards.
gone.
I didn't even know Fortnite had trading cards.
Is anyone hungry? Oreos.
$1.
$1. You're here. $2. $2.
Expensive item.
$5. You're here. $6. $6 for anyone who is hungry. $6. $7. Do we hear any? 7. Do we hear 8? 10 in the back. Do we hear 11? How hungry are you?
11 Oreos.
11? Sorry, how much? Alright, do we hear 12? 20. 20 in the back. Do we hear 21? 21, 20, going once, going twice, sold. You may come up and get your snack.
Okay, so that concludes our second round of auction. There will be one final round where you can spend all your remaining dollars. We kept the best stuff for last, and we're going to do that after a little more presentation.
Okay, from our meeting on.
Yeah,
Scar loves him some
you
Oreos.
won.
Talking in third person.
All right, well, this is history.
I guess the pipsqueak wins.
I would be remiss if we did not cover some of the historical, real-world connections that FMA has to our world. So I want to go on and continue with the Philosopher's Stone. All right, Philosopher's Stone was sought after in our world. There's mention of it from ancient Greece to ancient India. It was a legendary substance believed to transform base metals into gold and silver. Some also believe it could be used to achieve immortality. The first emperor of China consumed liquid mercury, believing it would So, for him, that was his Philosopher's Stone. Okay, does anyone know what this is? Okay, yeah, let's give this man, let's give him 10. Let's give him 10. Yes. The Ouroboros originated in ancient Egypt before finding its way to ancient Greece. It depicts, as we just saw, a dragon or snake devouring its own tail. It became a popular symbol in alchemy, especially during the Renaissance in Europe. It is a representation of creation and destruction, perhaps not unlike the phoenix in this regard, and it also can represent self-reflection and examination. All right, this is a map of Amestris. And it was based loosely on Weimar Germany. So you can see a little bit of the similarities with a chunk taken out of it. Maybe you took that one there, but I wanted to share that with you. Okay, I have put an upside-down pentagram on the screen because we were talking about symbolisms and transmutation circles and all that. I want to say, does anyone know what city this is over? Yes, sir.
New York.
Oh no, this is a real-world city.
Oh.
This is a real-world city that shares all that. Yes, ma'am. I was here and over there. Yes, ma'am.
DC?
That is DC. So let's give her 10.
DC Essential.
That is DC. That is DC. So there's White House, Washington Circle, DuPont Circle, Square. Well, all right, let's talk. No. All of you know what this is. This is a chimera, obviously. All right. This is not. We're not handing anything out for this one. And obviously, it's a Greek mythological creature, head of a lion, body. Or yeah. But I bring it up because I want to bring up this gentleman, Ilya Ivanovich Ivanov. Now he did real-life efforts to combine human-animal chimeras to create super soldiers back in the 20s. So when we look at FMA, we know about Henkel and all of them. This guy was the original. He tried it, and I mean, God knows they've probably done this so many times with so many militaries in the world since then. But you know, he's generally
the one they caught.
He's the one he's the first one they caught. Yes, yes. And he did try to merge humans with gorillas for the Soviet Union back in the 1920s. Initially, what he did was, without getting too graphic, he tried to use male reproductive cells into the gorillas, and he was going to use gorilla reproductive cells into humans, and that's when they pulled the plug on it.
Yeah,
That's too much. It becomes a little scene. But we see other hybrids in our everyday lives. Take GMO foods, for example. So, yeah, if you can live your whole life. This is only a short list. We can live your whole life. Right? That's by no means an exhaustive list.
You don't eat cotton.
No, cotton oil.
Okay, cotton.
Cottonseed oil. There we go. So it's most of the stuff you have on your table. Most of us probably have eaten something with this or something from this. All right. This is central for those of you who are saying that. Now, we know that in the series, one of their efforts was to create basically a giant transmutation circle beneath everything. Beneath Central, that was the cause for all those wars. That was the cause for all those conflicts, to transmute the country, right? Well, I was thinking about this, and I said, okay, and some of my panelists will roll their eyes because they were skeptical I would tie this in there, but let's just throw it out there for argument's sake. Does anyone know what that is? That is a cell tower. Does anyone know what these drums are specifically? Those are the 5G cell towers, which are going to make your internet connection super fast, which is obviously stirring a lot of controversy right now. It's going to be set up like a grid every few meters. The smaller antenna are going to be much more prevalent than the larger antenna for 4G. And some people argue that there are risks. DNA single and double standard breaks, oxidative damage, aka cancer, disruption of cell metabolism, and so on. Others argue it's safe. I am merely here to present it as a possible comparison and not to say one way or the other. But I'm throwing it out there for all of you to consider.
It's real.
All right. Let's delve into some of the deeper ideas of the series. I'm going to play a short clip here where Ed faces the door of truth at the end of the series, and then we will talk about that.
I love
It's a spoiler? Okay.
It is a spoiler if you haven't seen the series. So I think by now everyone's seen it.
Run away while you still can.
I take it you're here to retrieve your brother? Just how do you plan on pulling an entire human out of here? What's your payment? Do you intend to offer your own body?
Yeah, I've got your payment right here. So go ahead and take it. This thing is my portal of truth. So I get to make the decision on how it's used. Is that right?
It's come to that. And you're sure about this? You do realize that you'll never be able to perform alchemy again without your portal?
I'm aware of that. This portal, I know it contains every secret alchemy has to offer. However, it's also led me astray. I saw the truth that lies within it. I became convinced I could solve everything with alchemy. I couldn't possibly have been more wrong. It was just arrogance.
You're willing to cast it aside, to lower yourself to a simple human.
What do you mean, lower myself? That's the only thing I've ever been. Just a simple human that couldn't save a little girl. Not even without me.
You're sure you'll be all right without it? Think carefully now.
Who even needs alchemy when I've got them?
You've done it! That's the right answer! Good job! You beat me! Go ahead! Take him home! The back door's right over there! Goodbye, Edward Elric!
let's go home. Together.
All right, so that was the Door of Truth scene. Thoughts, ideas, what's about? The power of friendship, facing yourself.
Brotherhood.
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 Brothers. Anyone? So we got brotherhood. Yeah, he doesn't need his alchemy. He's got his friends. Okay, fellowship. Yeah, some friends.
California.
So we're explaining what's
Well, no, just what do you think about it? I mean, what do you think the idea was behind it? Like a friendship that's been thrown out there, brotherhood.
Well, yeah, besides that, mine's like a little deeper than
Sure,
that.
please.
It's like, okay, the being that's before him, it could be God, almost as, I guess, as a figure of, I don't know, it's just
A
seems
judge.
like,
Yeah, it's truth. It's truth judging.
it's like, yeah, truth, whatever, that's judging.
Truth,
and-
God,
and-
the one.
And it's
that all
surprised
feels like
that,
all.
wait a minute, you beat me? Like, well, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't want this. No, that's very interesting. It's like a revelation.
Mm-hmm. Anyone want to add to that? Sorry. It's God, truth. No, I think you nailed it. All right. We'll go roll with that then. All right. We are running a little bit short on time, so I'm going to skip some of this stuff. This is something a dog of the military.
That's a dog in the military, that would be the bitch.
Wow.
Hey, they destroyed my home, and I was a monk, and now I'm a serial killer, so...
Previously.
All right, and what I want to cover with this are three topics, or really. The first is, quite literally dog of the military and how you're restrained by orders and things like that. The second is how a society prosecutes a war. And the third is a cult of personality surrounding the leaders that prosecute the war. So we're going to try to hit those three topics in these next few slides and discuss it as needed. So as we know, Izumi Curtis, who's seated over there, is one of the, she was a very strong proponent for Ed. Do not join the military, do not sell your services to them. And this is possibly why. Because those who play with degrees, it's not showing up all the way, I apologize to cut off. Those who play with the devil's toys will be brought by degrees to wield his sword. Is that what she was warning Ed against? If you join the military, you get involved in the activities that they're doing, while it might seem innocuous at first, it might grow into something very nefarious, which of course was true since, father, the Fuhrer, and all that. Any thoughts?
True that.
Well, it goes down to that old saying, you can't lie down with dogs without getting fleas. And even though Ed's whole thought process of being a state alchemist was, I get access to the best of everything, but that also means he's at the beck and call of the military. And so even though Ed did his duties grudgingly, and he did technically have the rank was
Major.
Major.
All the alchemists were majors,
Yeah.
yes.
So he had rank, he was an officer, despite the fact he's 14 years old.
In the same rank as Alex Armstrong, so go figure.
I know, right? How many generations? Okay.
Yes.
My body.
Yes, Wiggles. Yeah! How's that mustache?
He is not mature enough.
That's why you're the head of the family.
Yeah, but that whole idea is very good. That he joined the military using them to serve his ends, but in the end, they were also using him to serve their ends. Most definitely. Now, I want to touch on this. This is a very good quote from 1945, and it relates to how societies are brought into war. Whether in our world, whether in our reality, whether in the Amestrians, it's applicable, I believe, to both circumstances. So, this is a quote from 1945. Why, of course, the people don't want war. Why would some poor Slav on a farm want to risk his life in a war when the best that he can hope to get out of it is to come back to his farm in one piece? Naturally, the common people don't want war, neither in Russia, nor in England, nor in America, nor for that matter in Germany. That is understood. But, after all, it is the leaders of the country who determine the policy, and it is always a simple matter to drag the people along. Whether it is a democracy or a fascist dictatorship, or a parliament or a communist dictatorship. Voice or no voice, the people can always be brought to do the bidding of the leaders. That is easy. All you have to do is tell them they are being attacked and denounce the pacifists for lack of patriotism and exposing the country to danger. It works the same way in any country. Now, we know that in FMA, Amestris perpetuated a war. Oops, we'll get it going. Perpetuated a war, you know, with the surrounding countries, Drachma, Ishval, all to achieve a specific agenda. And this certainly applies to how they were all dragged into that. You know, there was untold suffering all along. We were supposed to have a Rose here today, but she didn't make it. And this idea is something that we need to carry even into our world, to ask ourselves whether we are being played along as well. Thoughts? Yes, ma'am. Or I'll let you go first. I'll go Scar.
I'm an Air Force vet, and I've been to the Middle East, so yeah, that does happen to us too.
That can happen. I'll give another excellent veteran. Congrats. And another vet as well. Thoughts? Yeah. Anything? Non-veterans, anyone.
Okay,
This is
well,
open
one
as
thing
well.
which is kind of interesting about that quote, guys, that's Hermann Göring, and if you aren't paying attention to history, he was one of the leaders of the Nazi Party.
He was a Luftwaffe.
Yeah, and I mean, he was a soldier, but he was also a party member. We're not going to romanticize the Nazi Party in any way, shape, or form. But he is 100% correct, because if the leaders are telling you this is what we have to do, and if the populace does not have access to good information, this is, they're just going to believe what their leaders tell them. This is very evident in places what we would call third world countries. And you wonder why we're fighting against Iraq, why we fight against Afghanistan, why we're fighting against places in Central and South America. It's because lack of education, lack of world culture. They don't understand they have a place that they want it among the rest of the world, and then their leaders can make them do anything. And then you have other countries who know what's going on, and they just lead their people down whatever path they want. Like, we hear about China, and how China's so horrible. People in China don't think China's horrible. A lot of the Chinese like their country. And it's kind of weird. Same thing with North Korea. North Korea's terrible, but guess what? You go talk to a person from North Korea, they think their country's the shit. Yeah. So just because it's an evil regime to us doesn't mean it's an evil regime to them. I mean, as this statement goes, yeah, no one wants to go to war. No sane person wants to go to war. But the leaders are the ones who dictate their policy. The leaders are the ones that say, hey, we have to go to war over this.
I would add
as time has progressed, now access to the internet, now we have all this information. And while it is restricted in other countries, it's getting a lot harder for politicians to bamboozle their people into doing what they want. But World War II era, the era of, which is basically pre-World War I, if you look at the technology level, except alchemy, look at the technology level of Fullmetal Alchemist, it's pre-World War I. So this is, they didn't have what we have. It took days to get information back and forth, to know what was going on. And now it's much more instantaneous.
I would add to this also that we also need to examine our own governments to this end, to make sure that we are not dragged. Each of us in whatever country we're in need to examine our own governments, because it's too easy to believe that we ourselves are always doing the right thing in every circumstance. All right, now I want to briefly get this. Is a good illustration. One of Hiromu Arakawa's inspirations was Fists of the North Star, and this is a scene from Fists of the North Star that illustrates this whole idea of selling a war, a campaign, a battle to the public.
Right after you left, a man by the name of Seiji came. Vista and I were caught and imprisoned. Seiji, you know him? But then, I saw my chance, and so we both escaped. We fled the tower, and the townspeople and the people outside the fortress protected us and provided us with shelter. Toby, why do you still hide the truth from me? The eyes of the townspeople, they burn like the eyes of religious fanatics. This war will be brutal. I will go and defeat Seiji. You should go and tell the townspeople to stop this war. Just as I thought. What I'm going to do now, you would have opposed it if I had told you. I knew what your answer would be, and that's why. Why I decided it best to have you stay here and keep quiet for a while.
That hurts a lot. Think about it. How striking can ring a bell like that? That's like, ow.
Starting now, I will be the mouthpiece of God. Yes, I, God's older brother. From this day forth, God's will shall be known through me. Be stunned, I will build God's new kingdom here. And then I'll be supreme ruler of this country. It was quite a surprise, Mr. Kenshiro, to see people willing to die for Beasta. The more they bleed, the deeper their faith becomes. Watching this with my own eyes, it convinced me true, absolute power is built upon the sacrifices and blood of many people. Will you seek that power, even through the blood of innocent children? The Sara knows this. Sara fell for Siege.
Anyway, I bring up that scene because it's one of her inspirations, but also because it shows the whole cult of personality. If you, and we were talking earlier about World War II, if you talk about a leader in that position, you build such a cult of personality that, as he said, the more they bleed, the deeper their conviction grows. And remember in FMA, even when Olivier and Roy launched the coup against, against the Fuhrer, they didn't portray it that way. This is actually a scene from the radio station, but I'm not going to play the whole thing because we're running short of time. But remember, they played it off as being a military coup against the Fuhrer and themselves as defending the beloved Fuhrer. So in the annals of history, Fuhrer Bradley is going to come down as a hero, who unfortunately got toppled by his own military. And they were the saviors. All right, I was going to do more of that. Okay, let's talk about some of Hiromu Arakawa's inspirations. One of them is The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. He won I believe he won a Nobel Prize for it. But in any case, it's a very good story. You can definitely see her inspiration. If you read the book, it's about Santiago, a Spanish farm boy who's on a quest to see the pyramids. Very good. Check it out if you get a chance. All right, I want to do a quick... Okay, let's go on to this. Does anyone... Let's do 10 Amestris dollars for anyone who can tell me who this is. An image of. A character... well, let's put, it's a term from FMA, and this is the historical figure that person or place was named after. And obviously artwork is subject to so much interpretation. So let's yes sir, give a guess?
Cleopatra?
No, it's a character or place in FMA. That is Queen Amestris. Okay, so Amestris was taken from that, and she is the real-life wife of Xerxes. Or as you may know, Xerxes, you may know him as Xerxes. Nice. Now you know what I'm talking about. Nice. All right, and this is the real life Lisa Hawkeye. Ludmila Pavlichenko. Over 300 confirmed kills in the Second World War. Damn. One of the best female snipers. Yes.
Sniper Hawkeye.
All right, this is a fun segment I like to do. Every major character in FMA is named after a military vehicle, equipment, etc. So, for example, this is just example, so no one's going to get any dollars for this. If I showed you this, does anyone have a guess what characters being portrayed? I'll give you a clue.
Mustang.
It's of course Mustang. Now remember that premise because our final round of trivia is going to involve that aspect very significantly. Hero Tales is one of Hiromu Arakawa's famously known works. Very good series. If you get a chance, check it out. You can see a lot of similarities. That is the Miru Jubei.
That is straight up just the
You are.
Say it ain't so.
Alright, let's do this really quick before we do trivia time. So as I mentioned, one of her inspirations is Fist of the North Star. This is a scene from Fist of the North Star. And see, it's very similar to a scene from Fullmetal Alchemist. And I'm sure many of you will see it as it develops. It's 2 minutes long. We'll do this, and we'll do trivia to hand out prizes.
Lord Doha, as always, I ask for your blessing.
This is a younger brother of the guy we saw raving earlier. So.
People will readily submit to the fear of violence. However, there is a limit to that kind of power. A true ruler knows how to seize his subjects and maintain his hold over them, both body and soul. Doha has seized the soul of the people, but he alone is not enough. I need another god to work miracles for me, son. And the...
So, for all you would-be dictators, that's how you seize the souls of the populace. All right, so I know this is what you've all been waiting for. This is the final round of trivia, followed by the final round of prizes. So please queue up, and we'll answer questions and give away what's left of the stage. All right, everyone get in line, if you're interested, get in line. Which character is represented by the vehicle seen here? Like we said earlier.
The Havoc?
That's not the Havoc, sorry. Next person. You can queue up again and make another guess. Keep queuing up, queuing up. Some of you military members may have an advantage here.
Oh, wait. Hold on. I forgot his name.
Which character is represented by the vehicle seen here? Yes, sir.
Brad, just
Let's see. That is the M2 Bradley. Let's give him 30. Let's do 30 for these last round of questions. Which character is represented by this weapon? Now this is a little hard, so everyone pay attention. I'm going to play a short video, and the answer is in the video.
Oh, what's it?
Do we have any guesses?
I was going to say Mauser, but it's obviously not. So.
Okay, that's no problem. Next person, just throw out a guess there. It's right there if you're watching carefully. Guys, come on, queue up, keep queuing up. Next person, take a guess. You can't.
Ross?
Yes, that's what we're Maria Ross, the Ross rifle. Let's go and give her 30. Yeah, the Ross rifle. Okay, guys, queue up. We're getting near the end of this thing. Which two characters are represented by this aircraft and its manufacturer? Let's do this. If you get both of them right, let's give you 60. If you get one of them right, we'll give you 30 and leave the other one open. Which two characters are represented by this aircraft and its manufacturer?
The Armstrongs?
No.
Oh.
Sorry, next guess. Just throw them out. Keep getting in line, keep throwing them out. There's only so many manufacturers in aircraft.
I know it's Hawkeye's one of them, but
Okay,
I'm trying to
so
think it's
30?
Mitchell.
Not Mitchell, but you got 30 for Hawkeye. Does anyone know the manufacturer?
Izumi?
No.
Okay.
No? Any other guesses? Okay.
Mitsubishi?
No, that's
Boeing, US,
No,
not
it's
Japanese.
No, it's actually Northrop Grumman. So General Grumman and Lieutenant Hawkeye are related. The manufacturer's Northrop Grumman is the E-2 Hawkeye. All right. Who's next in line for questions? You, sir? All right. So this is an easy one. The fourth person's got to get it right if they pay attention. Let's do 20 for this. Which Amestris officer was not directly involved in the Ishvalan War? Not directly involved. No, get in line, sir. If you know, get in line. Get in line and we'll
I don't remember her name though.
well, we got four choices, so.
It's all.
Well, no. It's for this guy to guess. You gotta get in line and then we'll queue up. Sir, do you have a guess? Yeah, okay, it's Olivia. All right.
I thought they were.
What city pictured here is occupied by, but not a part of Amestris? And we're gonna go into the movies for this one. It's not just a series.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
This is a good one.
Yeah.
Poster Rim or the.
It's not
the
Poster
second-
Rim, no. No. So, guys, if you pay attention, you can. There's only 7 options, so it's not Poster.
Oh, Table City?
Yep, Table City.
Oh, shit.
Let's do 30. That was a good shot. Who is this man? Riza's father, who taught Roy Mustang flame alchemy. Ma'am, do you know?
No.
First name, obviously it's Hawkeye, but we need a first name.
I don't know.
Guys, queue up, keep queuing up. Keep queuing up if you think you have a guess.
I don't think anyone in this
I don't know,
line-
Bob?
No, but I will say this, it starts with B. It starts with the letter B, his first name.
I don't know, Boston?
No, all right. It shares a name with SNK, right? One of the characters. I believe, right? I believe so. I believe he shares a name with one of the
I don't
characters
remember his
from
name.
SNK.
I was waiting on you to tell me.
I'm just gonna guess Buford.
No,
Not
no.
Buford.
I believe he shares a name with a character from SNK. I can't say for sure. Starts with the letter B. Let's do 30 for this, since it's a tough one.
Starts with B. I don't know.
No? All right. Any more guesses?
Nope.
Any more guesses? Oh, well, let's queue up. Come on up here. And you, sir, do you have a guess? Keep the line moving. Keep the line moving.
Barbados?
No. Say again?
Berthold?
Yeah.
Wait, what'd she say?
Bertolt Hawkeye. Isn't there a character in SNK like that?
Oh yeah, he's
Chris
the
Mark?
one of the enemy,
Yeah.
one of the Titan shifters.
All right, final question. Final question. If you know it, queue up, guys. This is it. Isaac McDougall was known as the blank
I know it.
alchemist. He appeared in one episode, the very first of Brotherhood. Come on, bring the line up. We'll go. Ma'am, do you know? Ma'am, do you know?
I do.
You have a guess? Okay, Edward, do you know?
Ice? Something with ice. He was
Close.
an ice guy.
Close. Guess again? No? All right, sir.
He was known as the.
You said you know?
I thought I did. I remember. I thought it was Ice as well, but no. It's the Freeze Alchemist.
Close. We'll give 5 for that. We'll give you 5 for that.
Come on.
Next person. Guys, bring the line up. Keep bringing.
The Frost Alchemist?
Close, but you're more in the wrong direction. Next person.
What do you say?
We'll get this one spot on.
So it's not freezing, it's not.
Well, it's not freeze.
Oh,
It's not.
It's freezing. Okay, all right. Let's give her 10. It's freezing alchemist. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Thank you.
I thought I got it wrong 3 times now.
You need the ing. Anyway, so that concludes our presentation. We have a series of prizes that we will be auctioning off for the final round. Thank you all for coming, and hopefully we can do this next year. So let's get started. Olivier, please.
First up, we have a Kinder Egg and Pop Rocks.
$1 for a Kinder Egg and Pop Rock.
That's a party all night long right there.
$1, doing here $2, $2, doing here $3. $3. Do I have $4? $4. Do I have $5? $5. Do I have $6? Do I have $6 in the back? Do I have $7?
No signal.
$7. Do I have $8? Anyone?
8 over here. Oh.
8.
9.
Do we have
9.
9? Do we have 10? 10. Do we have 11?
Kinder Surprise. Yep. 11 in the back.
Do we have 12? $12 for this. 11. Going once. Going twice. Sold. Over. 12.
12.
12. 12. Do we have 13? I'm late.
13. All right, 13. For the gentleman green.
13. Going once. Going twice. Sold.
The money just went
Better
up.
share.
You know I will.
Dragon Ball action figure. Oh.
21 for Dragon Ball action figure. Do I have 22?
22.
That's all I got.
22 for Dragon Ball action figure.
23. 23. Do we have 24?
No, I think it's 22, right? You guys, you had the bid of 22. Do we have 23 from anyone else?
Yeah.
For Dragon Ball action figure. 23 going once.
Going
Twice.
Sold.
Dragon Ball action figure. It's the pink guy. What? 23. All right, so we have five remaining items: a Yu-Gi-Oh DVD, a sword,
Which Yu-Gi-Oh?
a Levi figure, a Pokemon
Jirachi.
and bleach guy.
No, that's Bleach.
That big dog. They're pulling your Weeble license.
All right, so sword first.
All right.
Olivier's sword.
For the sword.
100. 21.
21. Do we have 22? 22 in the back.
22.
23. From anyone else? 23. 22. Going once. 23.
23.
Do we have 24? 24. Do we have 25? 30. 30. 31.
40.
40. 41.
It's getting heated.
42. 50.
Wow.
60.
Dang. Oh my God.
We're going to buy an actual sword for that.
61. 70. Do we have
Nope. Wait, does she even have it?
70. All right.
80.
80. 90. 90.
100.
You're sure they have that much money? 9. Okay.
I know 100.
Okay, 100. Do we have 101?
Oh yeah, you got them.
Yeah, he got them.
100. 100. Going once. Going twice. Sold.
Damn. He got the
Damn, I should have said 90. He saved us lots of money.
Next is Yu-Gi-Oh!
Which one? RV.
Season
The
1.
ones no one likes.
FTC.
Unless it's the original
Alright.
GX or 5
Doing here $1.
56.
36.
50.
How does 56?
36.
36. 237.
37 for Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 1, Series 1 DVD.
37.
37 for Yu-Gi-Oh! DVD.
Alright. 36. Going once. Going twice. Sold. Come up. And enjoy your DVD.
Mark 5.
Okay, Naruto action figure. $1.
Who is it? Deidara.
$2. Do you have $3? $3. Do you have $4? $10. Do you have 11? 11. 12. 13. 27. All right. 28. 28. 29.
No, you're in bid 20. You're in bid 28. You're doing 28. You're bidding against yourself.
Don't bid against yourself. 28.
You're 28. 28 for the lady in purple hair. Anyone for 29?
29. 28. Going once. Going twice. Sold. I was like, I'm gonna let you.
Party. Yeah.
28.
Levi.
21.
21 for Levi. 22.
Come on, it's sexy Levi. Come on.
23.
But while you're on your way back, just, you know, you got it.
24.
Oh, free money.
25 for Levi. 25.
All right.
26.
26, dude, 27, 27, dude, 28, 28, 28,
So 29, 29, 29,
yeah,
30, 30 up front.
No.
31.
31, 32,
It's best boy Levi. Come on, best boy Levi.
32,
32 for Levi.
31, going once, going twice,
Oh,
40,
34? 30,
Wow.
30, 34 up front, 35? 35 or what?
we don't got it.
With 34 up front. 35 in the back.
35,
36, 36,
30,
37,
38,
38,
39,
Wow.
30,
39,
40, 40, okay.
41,
40 in the front, going once. 40 in the front, going twice. 41, okay. 41 in the back. With 42. 42 in front. With 43 in the back. 43 in the back. We have 44. 44. 44 in front. We have 45. 45 in the back. 46. 46 in front.
Wow.
Let's do 50. They want to do 50?
no,
Right?
56.
Hang on, give it a sec. 50? 50 in the back. Okay, 50 in the
All
back.
right, 50.
50 going once.
Going twice. Sold.
This is it, guys. This is the last one.
31.
31.
Alright, 31
That's all I
Pokemon.
32? 32 Pokemon.
Alright, 32.
40 in the back.
41.
50.
Wow.
Bro,
We have 51 for Pikachu. 51 for Pikachu. All right, we have 60 in the back for Pikachu.
60.
No, you don't. Do it.
70 in front.
70. 80.
80 in the back. 81. Okay, you have 80 in the back.
81.
81.
81. You're 80. What's that?
We have 80. Our bid is 81. We have 82 for Pikachu.
Not as good as the DB.
Sorry?
Wait.
How much? 97.
97 in the back for Pikachu.
All right.
98. Do we have 98 for Pikachu?
Alright, 97. Going once. Going twice.
Anyone? The bid is 97 for Pikachu. Anyone gonna beat the bid?
Alright, going once. Going twice. Sold. Please come up.
All right, that concludes our panel. Thank you all for coming. I hope you had fun. Hopefully we can do this again. If you're interested in joining, we can always use more people. New ideas, send ideas, comments. Get in touch with me. And enjoy the rest of the con. Thank you. If you have extra money, you can keep them as a souvenir. You can put them back up here, and you might see them next.
Scar, anything to say to your fans? And supporters?
The dogs of the military better beware.
Anything to say to your fans and supporters?
No one's gonna beat me.
Alright, got anything to say to the fans?
Thanks.
That's it? Just thanks?
Yeah, thanks. Hopefully we can do it next year. We'll see you there.